This is actually Figma. Figma is a designing tool where in real time people uses. Zeppelin is one thing and Figma is another thing. There are other tools which you use, which the UX team, the user interface designing team use to design the user interface, where we can check what is the each constant, each thing. We're unable to see the width. Actually, if these are different, actually these are different labels, right? We can also see what is the width and height of this, and what is the X person, what is the Y person. Everything we can see. Even we can download the assets. Assets means images from here itself. Okay, it is actually not editing. Yeah, this is editing. I can see this. Anyways, this we can do, which is having image at top, and you can see here the width is 375 into 250. The height of this device, the thing, and this is height is 60 pixels, and we have some label here. We can also see the label, label width and height. Prototype, inspect. Here also we also get some code here. It is iOS. For iOS, how do you write your code? This is the code which you want to, if you want to do the same thing programmatically, here also we're having constraints. The code is also generated actually. The code is also generated here. If you want to build this, same thing you can copy and paste there and set the assets. Now let us implement this. Even we have font here. What is this font size? Font is not set here. Yes. This is the view which we're having. And Figma automatically supports Google Web Fonts. If you want to access your local fonts, download our font from source location settings. Use advanced settings, read.marks, and basically it's some information about this view. Let us build this view actually. We have some image here. We have some title here, one image view, and one button here. Not button, label here. There are 4 labels here, and we are having a button here. Okay, actually in real time, we get all these subviews as well. Subview width and height. Select this. Anyways, these are the multiple views which we are having here. Let us build this user interface. Okay, how to get this asset, inspect. Select the image. This image is selected. We can see export somewhere. Yeah, export image. I'm exporting it, means downloading. The image is downloaded here. This is how you need to use in real time. This is actually a real time tool. In real time, they use Figma or something similar tool. Okay, we got the image here, and let's build that user interface. Go here and UAV controller. Okay, modify the class name. I don't want to use this class here. Let's say take this V controller. Command Shift N. My first V controller. Set this class name. My first V controller. And the first thing is we have navigation bar. This is not default navigation bar. Default navigation bar contains title in the middle, and you can have the buttons, left bar button, right bar button. But this is not default bar navigation item. We need to customize it. To customize it, instead of taking the navigation bar, I can take simply a view. Here, view. I'm taking a view and setting some white color only we have. For this, I'm setting background color. This is our navigation. This is going to be our navigation bar, where we need one title label here, and see the height is 60. width is 375. 375 this device width, but I don't want to specify the width. I want to specify the 0 from the top, 0 from the leading, 0 from the trailing, and the height is 60. So that what happens, we are not giving fixed height, fixed width. Fixed width we are not giving. If we give fixed width, it will not support other devices. So what I did is to make it flexible, I set 0 here and 0 here instead of setting fixed width. So that even if you run on any device, it means 0 width and 0 gap here, 0 gap here. So even if the view size is 1000, even the device size is 1000 width, the view size is going to be 1000 only. If it is 375, 375, 240, 240. Okay. Now we need one label here. UI label. Label how much gap here? Assume that some 20 pixels gap here, some 20 pixels gap. So I'm giving leading space 20 pixels from the X position. And what it means, this is intentable, contentable consent, right? Contentable control or intrinsic component. It by default width and height. Now what is left? Y position we need to specify whether it should start from here or here or here. I want to keep this label always in the center of this view. How to keep center? Control and drag and drop center vertically. Vertically always be in the center. Now what is the title? The Art Museum label. The Art Museum. What happened? It accommodated in the single line. Now, what I want is, I want it in 3 lines. How to make it 3 lines? Here, number of rows we have, right? Number of rows, number of lines. Make it 0 first thing. Second thing, even if you put large text, what happens is it simply moves. It simply extends automatically. It simply extends automatically. What we need to do in such cases, if we set the Art Museum, if you control the width, the height will be increased. Here, what is happening? If the content is more, automatically the view size is increasing, view width is increasing, because there is no constraint here. There is no stopping. We have not set fixed width, we have not set fixed height, we have not set any leading trailing constraint. So there is no limit. If the content is more, it keeps increasing. Now, what I do is I put some condition. I put some constraint here, width constraint. The width constraints I'm going to edit it. Just select and double tap. Width constraints is some 80 I'm giving. Width constraints is 80 I have given. So what happened? Width is constant. So it started increasing through height. 70, 60, 65, 68. Yeah, perfect. The Art Museum. This is what we need, and the font size is more. Let's change the font size and even decrease the width. 50, 40, 45. To make it 3 lines, what we need is 3 lines, right? So this is how we can do the Art Museum. Let me make 47, 46. Yeah, this is perfect, right? Same thing. This is however we are seeing it. The same way we can see here the Art Museum. And we need an image here, like 3 lines. Let me take one image here. Actually, it is button. For the button, we set some image. This is button. Again, how much gap? 20 pixels gap from the trailing. Always be in the center of the, always be in the center vertically. And we have a button here. Remove the title and set some image. By default, we have some images here. Let's take this. Okay, this is, and we can also set some tint color, make it black, tint color to make the lines are black. Here, if you see it became almost 40 pixels from the content. Actually, this is content. Here we have 20, and there is some gap here. Maybe you can modify that. Maybe power material, we can modify that. Anyways, if it is 20, we can make this as some 5, so that it is 20 here. Now, this is perfect. Now run it on any device. You can see this. To move here, what I do is I'll make this as initial view controller. This is a starting point. Now I make this as a starting point. Run it. Okay, whatever device you go, whatever size you go, it maintains always 20 pixels from here, 20 pixels from here, always in the 3 lines, always at the right side, always at the left side. This is navigation bar, custom navigation bar, which we have created. It is not actually navigation bar, kind of navigation bar. Actually, we did this by using views. Now, what we need is image view. Image view height is 250 pixels. Let's do that. Let me take your image view and set constraints. From the top, this gap is 0, and this gap also I need 0. This gap also 0 I need, and 275. Height is 275. 275. Perfect. We do not have image. Let's drag and drop the image here. This is the image which we need. Actually, 1x, 2x, 3x. Basically, nowadays we need 2x and 3x. I'll tell you what is 1x, 2x, and 3x. Go here. The image name is image. Perfect. Whenever you're dealing with images, make sure you set proper width and height. Otherwise, because it contains intrinsic content size, right? Automatically the view size will be increased or decreased based on the image content. Now we have set a fixed thing. Now here aspect fill. Maintain the aspect ratio. That is what I told. If you do not want scale to fill, this is how it looks. If you go to center, this is how it looks. Okay, scale aspect fill. Completely fill with maintaining the aspect ratio. Perfect. Now we need, if you see, the everything, entire thing is in one view. All these 4 labels are there in one view. What we can do is we can take a view and place all these 4 controls here, right? This is best. Let's take a view. A view. Okay, what is the height of this view? 181 actually. Let me take 0, 0, 0, 181 we have. Let's take 181. This is our view where we need to place 4 labels. A label is one thing. Now, first one is the exhibition. Maintain some 20 pixels gap from the top, 20 pixels from the leading. I don't want to take any width and height. The title is exhibition. Exhibition. And give the font little smaller. Perfect. And masters old and new. Let's take that one more label. I want to start this label wherever the above label started. I don't want to give the leading space again, leading constant here. I want to give wherever it is started there. I want to start this label. How to make that? Control and drag and drop left. You see left are leading. Wherever this leading constant, this view is leading, I want to start here. Okay, if you see orange means it is started here. If you see here orange color, right? Orange color means completely not satisfied, but actually your view is here, but actually when you run it, it comes here. It comes here, and also maintain some vertical spacing. Vertical spacing is going to be some 20 pixels. Some 20 pixels. Now actually it appears here actually. It actually appears here. Now what you can do is you can click this update frames so that it moves there. Actually, we have set some constraints, but once you follow the constraints, actually your view appears here. It does mean that if you put If you click on here, update frames, automatically that moves here, and it is maintained 20 pixels, let me 10 pixels. And what is that? Again here, number of lines we need 3. If you give, you can also give 3, or else you can give 0, so that automatically the content, the size will be automatically moved. The size will be automatically calculated. Number of lines will be automatically calculated. If you do not give exact width, automatically the view width increases. The view width increases. Now I want it in 3 lines. Masters, old and new. Masters, old and new. Manaku, we need it in 3 lines. So make number of lines equal to 0 and set some width. Width constraints and stop it, like make it 100. Perfect. Masters, old and new. And change the font if you want. Custom font. Custom, if you want to use any of your own fonts, okay, you can use. Maintain 18 pixels. Not some bold, medium. Make it medium italic, medium. Or else you can take another whatever font which is given by your designers. Okay. Okay. Masters holds only, hold only. Then we have a date here. Again, always start from the leading. Wherever it is started, starts from there only, leading. And maintain some gap here. Some standard gap means 12 pixels, I guess. 12 or 8. Standard spacing which we have maintained. Yeah, it will be around 12 only. Yeah. Date in red color, April 15, September. September 2022. And give the color is red. And the font is something different, which is not given here. Font. You can also see the color here. Color of this view is not given. Anyways, colors also the UX guys provides us. This is perfect, and make little thinner, regular, light. And we need floor 5. View label. Floor 5 in small letters, small font, and light font. Perfect. What happened? This we have taken. We have not specified any constraints. You can see the constraints here. No constraints. Set here. Control and drag and up. Leading and vertical spacing. Vertical standard spacing. Some space is maintained and always in the leading. Now this view is started at 20 pixels, right? I want to make it 40 pixels. See what happened? Everything is moved. Everything is moved because we are depending, all these views are depending on the first view. First view leading. This is how you can modify. And the final thing which we are having is a button and 2 labels here again. One image view here, one more image view. Let's do that. Here view. Maintain some height here. 96 is the height. 0, 0, 0, and 96. And we need a button here. Here a button. Unable to access the button. Anyways, keep it always in the center. How to keep it always in the center? Center X, center Y. And we give some height and width. Width we give height by default contains, width also by default contains, but I want to increase this. So width constant, set width constant is some 200, and height is the default height which it is having, and color is orange color, right? And what is this? Plan your visit. Plan your visit, and capital Y, capital V, and color we can say it is kind of red. It is white. Background color is red. Text color is white. White in color. Background color is red color. And perfect. Again, the content is the font is light. Anything changed? No font is here. Why no font here? Thing is increasing. Give some 15. And also maintain light. Perfect. Now the bottom thing. Bottom thing is the rest of the how much is left. I take everything. UI view. Occupy everything. 0, 0, 0, 0. Occupy everything. And this should be always at the bottom. These two should be always at the bottom. Now what we need here, one image view, two labels. Here one image view, two labels. Let's make it. What we can take is this enter view as one view we can take. This enter view as one view. Let me make one stack view. We can take the stack view. This is one view, this is another view, which basically these two are equal size. This view we can take, we can make this enter view as two views. This view is separate, this view is separate. Okay, let me take a stack view, horizontal stack view. This is a horizontal stack view. Horizontal, you can place two views, 1, 2. And here specify 0, 0, 0, and height is some 96. I'm giving. What is the height here? 56, right? Let's give it 56. Now we need two views. I'm taking UI view. This is one view. I'm taking one more view here. Command C, Command V. Okay, here select the stack view and see here alignment is horizontal or vertical. We need horizontal only. Fine. And spacing, we don't need anything. Align distribution equally distributed, fill equally. Now these two views are of same size. Let me give a little different color. Okay, if you want to give some spacing also, we can give some 10 pixels. Yeah, some 5 pixels. I'm giving 2 pixels, 1 pixel. Perfect. Now, what we need is image view, two labels. Let's take image view and two labels. Your image view, adjust the size. This is image view. Specify where exactly you need it. At the top, we need here standard height, standard thing, and width and height, which is I'm giving 20, 20, or 25, 25. And we need two labels here. A label. This is one label. Here it is 151 3rd Street. Street. And one is San Francisco. Let me decrease the font. San Francisco. See, this is what we need. And change the font sizes and colors. Here we need for image, this is location, right? Let's set location. Table map, tint color. Let's make it black. Same thing we needed, same kind of view with different thing. Let me remove this view. Have a copy and paste. Same thing we got here. Here this is time. Or watch. Clock. And open today. And timing 10 a.m. sounds. Perfect. This is our total view. What to make it a little bit high? What we can do is even we can bring this down so that it looks little neat. Anyways, run it. Okay, it is entire thing is depends upon the way you are setting it. Even you can set the color here. Even you can place this. You can make this to occupy in the middle, or else you can make the statue right instead of sticking at the bottom. Sticking at the bottom, always be in the center. Center of the view. How to make this center of the view? Select the stack view. It's super view. Center vertically. The way you set the constants, it follows the same. Okay, even if you run on any device, iPhone 13 Pro, this is actually we have set it for iPhone 11. Let me run it on iPhone 12 Pro and see. Whatever device you take, it follows the same. We have seen many constants here. It follows the same. iPhone 12 Pro, it follows the same. Even if you take iPad and see what happens. The bottom goes bottom. You can see all the device here, right? Review. Select iPad. iPad mini. iPad mini. What happened? Since we have given fixed width and fixed height, fixed things, right? All these are fixed height. And only bottom one is flexible. It is always be in the center. That is, it moved to middle of the bottom view. Top things are always at the top. What we can do is I want to increase the image height for the iPad. Image height for the iPad. Let's see how to do that. This is image view, right? Now move to the iPad. iPad and take any iPad in iPad mini I'm taking to make it smaller. And here we have constant, right? Select this and see there is some constant here. Plus icon. Add variation. Size class is the another concept which is very important again. Here the size class for the iPad is regular and regular. There are 3 size classes: regular, compact, and any. Okay. For this size class, I want to add variation. Add variation. The size is going to be 400. Now, if you run it on the iPhone, it means 275. If you run it on iPad, it means 400. This is how you can differentiate the devices. For iPad, you can set some different sizes. For iPhone, you can set some different sizes. Okay, it is 400 if you see here. Previous device, it is 275. It is 275. It is 400. We don't see any differences actually. This is actually big device, right? But we made it small. Like there is no space to occupy. Actually, it is 400. I can make this more than 400. Here, you need to modify 500. I'm making. Okay, almost half. It is occupied. Okay, I want to change the different fonts. So even I want to have different fonts here. Okay, go to here, go here, and if you see color, different color, plus icon, different font. I want to set a different font. I want to make the font is little bigger. Even the width constraint. Width constraint. What I'm having is I can make some 150. Different font for different device. Like for iPhone, different. For iPad is different. Okay, this is how you can use the size classes to differentiate the devices. Hope we covered most of the stuff. Size class is the one thing which is which we see in our next examples. This is how you need to design your user interface. You're just setting the things, but it is simply following. Just setting the constants. You are just following. Command and arrow for the orientation. Command and arrow for the orientation. Even the font you can change here. You can change the font thickness or font weight. This is how we use auto layout system to build complex user interfaces.